back in 3 weeks, and within the 4th week I was in the gym. So I was expecting the same. And once I went to the hospital, it was in Sydney, it was in Australia. And the doctor said, well, you have to take 6 months off. That was like a big blow for me, because we were going to start shooting in 2-3 months and I did not have that time. And I think at that point it was the most fearful point of my life, because I was banking so much of my career on a physical fitness. And then that's when it struck me that the physical strength and the agility and all this will deteriorate by age and grow. As you age is the performance as an actor. What grows with you along is actually the artistic skills and the performance. And ever since that film, from my 11th film onwards, I started concentrating on every shot to give my best performance. And by the grace of God, or the time, nature, whatever you want to call it, by my 20th film, with all humility, I was the first Telugu actor to win a national award in 69 years. I mean, and I look back when I broke my hand for a very long time, I was thinking that breaking my hand was like the biggest low of my life, but that in fact is the biggest gift of my life. So I believe that everything is a gift on its way. You will just know it in time. If I hadn't broken my hand, if that accident hadn't happened, I wouldn't have won so many Best Actor awards. Apart from National Award, I also won maybe 6-7 Best Actor awards. So that would have never happened if not for that accident. So some accidents are good.
So it's on the height side that you see that was possibly a blessing in disguise. Sure. But at that point in time, I'm sure that you had to cope with it, with a lot of pain, a lot of anguish. So who was next to you then? Did you have a friend, family who stood by? Because a career in film met up with an accident just after your 10th film is one of the worst setbacks that could happen to anyone.
Absolutely. At that point, today, after maybe around 14-15 years, when you're very comfortable spot, it's very easy when you look back. But that day, during my 10th film, at a very young age, in your maybe late 20s, I just got married and my hand broke. and I was in the middle of a film and I was getting paranoid and I was all over the place, to be very honest. But I genuinely give the credit to my fans, because it's their expectation and it's my belief that they are there and they will be there to support my films. And it's their biggest blessing and the blessing of the audience, starting from my Telugu audience to all my South audience to all the Indian audience. Thanks to everybody that I could come back from that. It's very easy today, after 15 years, to talk about it, but back in the day it was one of my lowest points, which is my greatest gift in a way.
Right, there was another setback after your 18th film, where
Yes.
it flopped. You went away to a 18 months hiatus.
Yeah.
That was another one. That was self-imposed hiatus, right?
Yeah, during my 18th film failed at the box office and it didn't fly so well. But then I wanted to take a break for 6 months. Accidentally it happened to be, accidentally it happened to be about 12 to 13 months break. But I was planning for a 7 to 8 months break and I wanted to introspect myself and I wanted to take a time off, and I took a year off, almost a year, by accident though. And there was a lot of introspection being done. And genuinely, ever since that break, I think that's one of the best breaks of my life, because after that I had my biggest hit in my career and also industry record. I had Alavaikuttapuramlo, which is one of the biggest Telugu films ever. And then it was Pushpa and Pushpa 2. And I think that 1 year, did help me introspect myself a lot, and a lot of things.
So you just is introspection, or you prepared afresh, you looked at your mistakes?
Everything. If I had to have one takeaway in that entire year in a nutshell, earlier I was just probably I could say that I was not listening when people were saying something. I was not listening, maybe because of age, or maybe sometimes because you got complacent, or whatever the reason is. I stopped listening after a while. And at that point, in that 1 year, I realized that nobody's advice is a bad advice. You know, everywhere there's a small takeaway, and you just have to be open at any given point. You just have to be open for an idea. A great suggestion can come from a technician, can come from a light boy, it can come from your, from your, maybe your costume assistant or anyone. Do not disregard anyone's idea. I'm not saying we have to accept it, but the best way is to take it, process it, thank you, and give them the processed answer. The most important thing is to process every question that's thrown at you. That was my biggest takeaway.
That's a lovely way of saying it.
Thank you.
Arjun, I often feel that we forget that conversation or communication is a three-step process. You hear, you process, then you say. And in real life, you'll say that we just mix up the processing and saying. We start talking even
absolutely. I used to reflect. When someone said something, I used to reflect. But I still, every single day I get up in the morning, I think, it's everybody's human tendency to reflect automatically at any given point. I just keep telling myself, be open, listen, process, and give them a processed answer.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant. So these things, Arjun, during that introspection time, were you all by yourself, or you had a mentor or a coach, somebody was guiding you?
Well, I did spend a lot of time by myself. I think solitude is the best teacher.
Wow, solitude is the best teacher.
Yeah.
Well said.
Thank you. And of course, I had a lot of help also. I believe in taking help. I believe in taking professional help. I had professional coaches helping me. I had what do you call, like a leadership coach, and also I had another family coach, and also had someone who's personally working on me at many different aspects, and that did give me a lot of introspection, and I think everybody should have a coach in their life and get coached.
That's actually.
And I'm still having coaching even now. Even now I'm taking coaching.
That is a very key winning strategy. Even I feel that when you're open to have a coach from where you were already a superstar, and when you open up to a coach, you realize that you need a coach to take you to the next level. That itself is a winning moment, Arjun. Let me tell you that.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so that was the first mindset, as I'm saying, that you never give up. Now it's coming up, that you developed the ability to hear, listen. That is a huge change in you. The second mindset quality that I see in you is that you go all in. When you go for something, we often say that in management, we say that you must keep the plan B ready. Right? But if you keep the plan B ready, then you know that something is waiting for you. But I think for you, you never had a plan B. You just decided.
In all honesty, I've never had a plan B. I never had a plan B. It's all in or nothing. I'd rather sit at home and relax.
Yeah.
Because